In a village of West Africa, where traditions are stronger than walls and every grave guards the breath of the ancestors, a young man committed the unthinkable. It all began as a provocation, a challenge to the memory of the elders. This young man's name was Chemo. He was known for his arrogance, his insolence, and his contempt for customs. While the elders told stories of the bush and the legends of the spirits, Chemo mocked them. He laughed loudly and said, "All of this is nothing but lies. The dead sleep beneath the ground, and your traditions are nothing but chains for the weak." His words wounded the hearts of the wise, but he refused to listen. One day, after a quarrel at the marketplace, he decided to prove that no spirit, no ancestor, could do anything against him. In an act of pure defiance, he went to the cemetery, where an old hunter, still deeply respected by the entire village, was buried. His companions followed him, but none dared go too close to the graves. The wind blew softly, the birds were still singing, but Chemo, with a wicked smile, began to urinate on the sacred grave, under the horrified eyes of his friends. At that precise moment, the wind stopped. The birds fell silent. A heavy stillness descended on the cemetery, chilling everyone's blood. Terrified, his companions fled. But Chemo only laughed, thinking it was all a coincidence. When the elders heard of his deed, they spoke in grave voices. "He has awakened the wrath of the ancestors." That night, Chemo fell asleep full of arrogance. But at midnight, his rest was shattered by a strange dream. In the darkness, he saw the grave he had defiled slowly opening. From the earth rose the hunter, clad in animal skins, holding a spear of fire. His eyes blazed like burning coals. His voice thundered, "You have defiled my dwelling. You have insulted my memory. From this day on, your breath belongs to me." Terrified, Chemo tried to scream, but no sound came out. He was choking inside his dream, and when he woke, he discovered it was no mere nightmare. He had truly lost his voice. By morning, his mouth opened, but no words emerged. His friends, shaken, ran to call the healers of the village. They examined him, but no remedy worked. At last, the oldest among them declared, "This is no sickness. It is a curse. The ancestors have risen against him. The only cure is forgiveness." The village chief gathered everyone and decided to bring Chemo to the cemetery to beg for pardon. His legs trembled. He, who had once mocked traditions, now walked in silence, prisoner of his own arrogance. When they arrived before the grave, he fell to his knees. They gave him a calabash of pure water, kola nuts, and millet flour. Tears streamed down his face as he laid the offerings on the tomb. Without a voice, he prayed with his heart. Suddenly, a warm breath swept through the trees. The leaves shivered as if the earth itself was breathing. Then, a cry burst from his throat. His voice had returned. The whole village heard it, a cry made of both fear and deliverance. Chemo broke down in sobs and fell face first to the ground. From that day on, he became a changed man. The one who had despised traditions became their fiercest defender. To all who would listen, he repeated, "I learned that when you insult the dead, it is the living who pay the price." He spent his time helping the elders and teaching the youth to respect the memory of the ancestors. His story became a legend told by the fireside at night. And even today, in that village, children are warned, "Scorn traditions if you dare. But remember Chemo, the one who mocked the dead and nearly lost his life." Sparkle's moral of the tale: respecting the dead is also respecting the living. Traditions are not chains, but roots. He who denies them cuts himself off from his own strength.